Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? So today's video is gonna be a video which is like an extension of my last video that I did, which was since I stopped drinking. So now I feel like I need to come on and do a video like, why did I stop drinking? Am I like a total alcoholic? Like DUIs, the whole nine? No. So I've never gotten a DUI. I don't call out of work because I'm hungover. And yeah, I basically stopped because it was getting to be a habit. And habits should be healthy. Habits should take you far, right? Habits should get you where you want to be in life. So alcohol got me nowhere. Like, it literally does not help you. So I'm gonna just go down my reasons why I quit. One, I am 37 years old and I don't need any risk factors that would increase my risk for liver disease, heart problems from alcohol. Like, you can get a whole list of things, because if something is a habit every day, and let's just say I'm using it to cope with anxiety, or maybe I have a little bit of depression or something like that. Like, say I'm using it to cope for that. Say a major life event happens, like somebody in my life dies, or I fail school. Like, who's to say that my drinking won't escalate and I would totally change my life for the worse. So, like, if you're drinking almost every single day, there's no room for it to go up. Like, it can only get more severe. Like, if I was the type of drinker that a lot of people are, like, they just have one and it'll be like on a weekend and they're out with their friends for dinner, like, that would be fine. But for me, it was like every day. Like, so yeah, it's a risk factor at that point, because it could always escalate, and once it escalates, you're looking at a whole list of health problems from alcohol. And I could put those up on the screen for you, just to, like, straight out my textbook, just to show you what can actually happen with alcohol, with alcohol consumption on like a daily basis. So the next reason is, it affects you 24 hours a day. If you're just about everyday drinker, it affects you every like minute, it feels like. Okay, so let me tell you what I mean. You wake up, you're fine, you have your coffee, you get ready for the day, you go to work, whatever. Let's say you're off. It's almost lunchtime. For me, it was like alcohol popped in my head. Ooh, can I have a drink today? When can I have a drink? Maybe I shouldn't, because I'm off with the kids and I don't want to be tired tonight. I could, because I don't have to go anywhere. The next day, let's say it's during the week, my husband's off, so I could have a drink, and then, because, like, he could drive wherever we gotta go, as long as he doesn't drink. Do you see what I mean? And then you're just like, and then, like, say you're working and you get off work, it's like 7 o'clock at night or whatever. You're thinking about having a drink, because it's a habit. It's almost an everyday thing, right? So, and then you have a drink, it affects your sleep, because like for me, it was never just one, it'd be like two. So I'm not that big. Like two is like more than enough. You know what I mean? So like now I'm not sleeping that good. So it affects the next day. And then you have all these the daily decision. Do I have a drink now? Do I have a drink later? Should I wait? And then if you're waiting, it's like effort to wait for me. Like it was literally like a point I made to like, all right, I'll just wait. And then it would be on my mind. And then I'd be like, oh, finally. Then I might have too much. And then there was occasional hangovers. And when are the hangovers? When you're on vacation and you have nothing to do. So, a hangover on vacation? No, thank you. So now that another reason why I stopped, let's go back to what I was saying. Like you're an almost everyday drinker. Like that's how I was. You're doing that for a reason. So like if you have anxiety, if you have like, or you just want to feel something, well, if you use alcohol to do that, you're never going to fix your problem. Do you know what I mean? It's like having high blood pressure and taking a blood pressure pill. You're 400 pounds. You're never going to fix the problem. You're just going to keep taking blood pressure pills. And your blood pressure is always going to be high if you stop taking it. So you never fix your issues. You just deal with it with alcohol. And tell me, what sense does that make when you think about when you want a growth mindset, when you're in a growth mindset, when you want to get better every day? What sense does it make to keep your problems where they're at instead of fixing them? You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Because without alcohol, you have to deal with your feelings. You have to deal with your anger. You have to deal with your anxiety that you have for work, or your anxiety that you have because you have a final coming up or something. Like, yeah, you have to deal with that. And you have to deal with it in a healthy way. Like, to me, alcohol is not an acceptable way to deal with anymore. Like, that is childish. So that's another reason. And then all these things tie into each other. Like, remember I was telling you it affects you every day, all day, like that constant decision, like, can I have a drink today? When should I have a drink? That contributes to decision fatigue. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I could maybe do a video about it another time. But decision fatigue is not a good thing. It takes away from your everyday, like, emotional, like, just your stamina to complete tasks and stuff. Your mental stamina. Like, it takes away from that. So don't, like, anybody who's successful will note that to have, like, things be automatic that are good for you is part of being what you want to be. You know what I mean? Getting where you want to go. Like, you're not going to get to where you want to go if you're making 100,000 decisions every day. So have things be a routine and take away as many decisions as you can. A lot of people have like just a couple of pairs of outfits, so they don't even have to make a decision. It's like automatic. It's automatic. So look it up. Decision fatigue. Like, don't contribute to that. Another thing which I talked about in my last video, I would be tired early So you know how people say, oh, I don't have enough time in it. There's not enough time in a day. Well, guess what? Alcohol doesn't help. Because if you're tired by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, that's a lot less hours you have to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And be present for who you want to be present for, whether it's yourself or your family. And then the last thing, which is basically what I've been saying this whole time, is that it takes the place of healthy things. If you're drinking alcohol, you're not exercising. If you're drinking alcohol, you're not learning. Like, if you are, it's not going to be as effective. If you're drinking alcohol, you're not going to have the energy levels. And energy has to do with manifesting whatever you want. If you're depressing your central nervous system, well, you're not vibrating as high as you could vibrate. So I would definitely take that into consideration. So these are all the reasons that I stopped drinking. Alcohol is not bad. For some people, it's just like something they can do like once a month, and it's not an issue. So I'm not saying that if you drink you're not like I'm better than you, because I know, like, it's just not for me. And if you're watching this video, then I don't think it's for you either. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. And I will talk to you guys soon. Hit like and subscribe if you watch this long. Thank you so much. Bye.